Hey, what's going on, everybody? See, it's the pre-stuff that y'all don't see that has us laughing. What's going on, everybody? Troy Rawlings here, and welcome to another exciting edition of Meet the. And today we got the Legal Eagle, one of our sponsors for the Taboo Talk Fall Fun Weekend. For those of you that watching this at a later date, Taboo Talk Fall Fun Weekend, based on the Taboo Talk tour I do, November 22nd through the 24th, 2019. But this is one of our sponsors, the Legal Eagle, Mr. Bryan Savage of Legal Shield. What's going on, Bryan?
Hey, Troy, how you doing, brother? I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Good. Great to catch up with you. We're talking about the event, and it's going to be, if you're in the DMV, you need to come out. We might have some even more excitement to it now. The report we got on some things. But I wanted to talk to Bryan, especially. I want to talk to you because I remember we know each other for a while. I remember back when you were doing prepaid legal, and you had told me about Legal Shield, and I was like, man, it sounds kind of like, but it was just more. You were just going deeper into the what Legal Shield was. Some people may know, some people may not know. So, what exactly is Legal Shield for those that don't know?
Legal Shield is actually Prepaid Legal Services, Inc. The same company, 45, 47 years old. Over the course of the years, they rebranded, Legal Shield. They rebranded, Prepaid Legal Services, Inc. to Legal Shield. In this day and age now with, technology and apps and, all the enhancements and things like that, we now have Legal Shield, which is the, everything is based on the app.
Very cool. Very cool. And so what benefits, for those that don't know, I keep a handful of lawyers and different people I talk to on a regular basis. But what's so crazy is that even you were telling me, you've been helping me with certain things and telling me about certain things with Legal Shield that I didn't know before. And so for those who may not know exactly why they need a lawyer outside of any accident or something serious or something negative, what are some of the positive aspects of having Legal Shield available to them 24/7?
Well, when you think of attorneys and things like that, the first thing we think of is they're expensive. And at up to $500 an hour, getting attorney's advice, is out of reach for many of us. So, I don't want to say common things, but things like, signing a contract, you get a cell phone or, you're buying a car, to have a lawyer, review those contracts before you sign them, because they say the big print the big print give it and the small print take it away. So it just allows you to be proactive with your life, in making decisions, and again, having the consultation of an attorney, before you make any type of decision, buying a house, like I said, things like that. So.
And one of the key things, contracts and advisors, who all? Because we know in the business aspect, we always need advice. We want to pick up the phone. We want to call a lawyer. We want to find out about this. I think you said they have attorneys that can help you with everything from trademarks and corporations, things like that as well. Different services they allow. So who all is it for? Is it just for the business person, or who all can use Legal Shield?
Legal Shield is for any and everybody. It's for the individual. It's for the family. It's for a small business. Think of it in terms of, having that peace of mind. Say from the family standpoint, you have a couple and they have, they have a family, they have children. And, we're talking about estate planning. One of the benefits of, a Legal Shield membership is having a free will done. So you get a comprehensive will done, for the member and their spouse. Again, in terms of consultation on an unlimited number of not so much legal situations, but if you have a legal question, a legal question before it becomes a legal situation, because a lot of times, we tend to let things go until we have no other alternative but to, seek an attorney. And again, it's costly. But, when you meet things, head on in the beginning and, get the consultation, get to the advice on what to do, what not to do, what to say, what not to say. And again, getting that legal advice, before you make a decision on anything, be it, like I said, personal, business related, personal business, pretty much anything. And I say it's the insurance of all your insurances. Legal Shield makes sure that all of your other insurances are doing what they're supposed to do.
Right. It's the legal, like you say, the legal aspect of insurance, knowing that you're in good hands, but you got some good counsel. And one of the key things with the Business Life and Love Brunch, which is part of the Taboo Talk weekend, is that I wanted to bring on people that I know could offer people, because, in this day and age, everyone has, they have their job and then they have something they're passionate about, they don't want to figure out how to make money on, or they're trying to figure out something else they can do to bring in money. Mm-hmm. And you being a business person and your background and everything, what made Legal Shield so attractive to you? And prepaid legal, but even reinforced, because you kind of went the long way. You were doing it, and then you were working your business, working some other things. You said, I really need to hold on to this aspect and bring this back into the fold. What made Legal Shield so attractive to you as a business?
From the business standpoint, it made sense. I mean, personal and business, it just made sense to, again, have the access to the attorneys, for all my personal legal matters. From the business standpoint, what made sense to me was the compensation, package, the residual income. Because my thing is, and I'll share a little bit more over the course of the weekend, but in building a legacy, for my children, that this is something that I can pass on to them, as well as their children. So in thinking ahead and planning, for the future of my kids, that is playing a big role in it for me, and why I decided to get back involved with it, from a business standpoint.
Very cool. Very cool. Now, what would you say for the person that wants to get it, but is a little skeptical? What do you tell them? Is there a way they can try it out? Is the beginning cost low? What's the thing that will help them say, hey, just see if it's good for you? Is there a money back guarantee? How does it work for them?
It's a matter of just trying it out. I mean, if it makes sense to you now, it's going to save you dollars later. Again, just the aspect of, we've all been there. We've all been treated unfairly. We've gotten speeding tickets. Some of us might have had IRS issues, civil court matters. Anything that's if you live life long enough, you've had a situation or an encounter where, I wish I, had access to an attorney. I wish I knew my rights, and try it out. It's a, in the state of Maryland, I mean, it covers you in all 50 states. But in the state of Maryland, the membership, it's month to month. So there's no long-term contracts or anything. And that's, again, nationwide. But in the state of Maryland, membership start as low as $24.95 a month. So, I mean, less than a cup of coffee a day. You try it out for 30 days, get yourself a free will, and kick the tires, so to speak. And
a free will.
Yeah. Yeah, you get a free comprehensive will for the member, as well as their spouse, just for getting the service. That's part of the package. Is you get a free comprehensive will. Every year it's updated at no additional charge. So I mean, the benefits of the service, definitely outweigh the cost, if you will. I mean, there's a cost if you do, and there's a cost if you don't, and you just have to figure out which one is greater. Kind of pay me now, pay me later.
And if you own anything, the cost of not having a will, we see stuff going around. We see rich people without wills passing away, and we like, let alone us, we just want to figure out who's going to get. Well, I got the old car. Who's going to get that if I pass away? Like, your son be like, y'all gonna take the car? It's like,
Yeah, and that's one of oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Okay. Oh, no, and that's one of the things that we do. We have will workshops and identity theft workshops that educate and teach people the importance, like you said, of having a will. Because a lot of times we say, I ain't got nothing to give, I got nothing to leave, but you do. And if you have children and they're minors, if you don't have a plan, the state has a plan for you. It's called probate, and there's no state in this great union of ours that is going to decide the fate of your children or your belongings quite like you will. So again, it's just having that plan in place so that you have that peace of mind. Again, it's all about that peace of mind, and protecting yourself and your loved ones. That's really what it's all about.
Love it. Bryan Savage of Legal Shield, thanks for taking a minute with us. Let everybody know how to get in touch with you, Bryan.
If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up on my cell. My direct number is 240-242-5742, or you can shoot me an email at bryansavage. I forgot my email address.
Bryan Savage. No. It's a long one, the legal show one.
Yeah, you can drop me an email at bryansavage@legalshieldassociate.com.
Bryan Savage and how you spell Bryan? Bryan.
Yes, bryansavage.
Very cool. And we'll see you next weekend, November 22nd through the 24th. Taboo Talk Fall Fun Weekend. He's one of the sponsors and speakers on Sunday at the Business Life and Love Brunch. You gotta get there. If you don't, for some people, the whole weekend might not be a great thing, but the Sunday Business Life and Love Brunch will literally change your life, give you what you need, business opportunities, your insurances, different things you need, and also have you leaving there with a better outlook on life. Thanks, Bryan. Thanks for taking time, brother.
I appreciate it, man. Looking forward to it. I'll see you next week.
All right, talk to you soon.
Take care.